What if the reason you keep struggling with food isn't willpower, but it's more to do with what you believe about yourself? Today, we're talking about biblical eating and what it really means to nourish the body God gave you. And I'm going to show you a simple carrot cake dip recipe that will taste like dessert, but also help support your goals. And stay with me because I'm going to share one truth that could completely change the way you think about food. So many women think healthy eating is about restriction, punishment, or trying harder. But biblical eating starts somewhere deeper. It starts with identity. Your body is a gift from God. It's the vessel He gave you to live out your purpose, serve others, and enjoy this life. And taking care of it is stewardship. So many women have been repeating the wrong story for years. I've always struggled with food. I have no self-control. I always mess up. If you're in Christ, that's not your identity. You are not your cravings. You are not your old habits. You are not your past. You are called to walk in freedom. And in just a second, I'll show you how a sweet recipe can become part of your healing your relationship with food. You don't need to worry about writing the recipe down. I'm going to put it in the description notes below. So once the video is over, you can just go and screenshot it. But we're going to take about 4 ounces of cream of coconut. You want that fat off the top of the can. Now, I dumped the entire can in so that you could see it, but I'm just taking away about half of that, and I'm going to get rid of a little bit of the coconut liquid. We are going to use both the cream, the fat from the top, and the liquid as well. So about half a can, 4 ounces is what you're looking for approximately. This is a very forgiving recipe. And to that, we are going to add about a 1/4 cup of crushed pineapple. Now, I'm adding in a little bit of the juice as well. You could completely drain it if you want. I don't mind a little bit of a watery dip, but if you do, then go ahead and eliminate as much of that pineapple liquid as you can. We're going to really stir that well. Try to break up that coconut fat as much as possible. And then to this, we're adding a little bit of vanilla, and try to get the best vanilla you can. We're also going to add a little bit of cinnamon and a little squeeze of lemon. Now, you could add some different spices if you wanted, some nutmeg, some allspice, something to that effect. I'm adding in a little bit of maple syrup. You could use date syrup if you preferred, and make it to your taste. If you want it a little sweeter, add maybe 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. If you don't need it as sweet, then just stay with the pineapple, and you don't have to add the maple syrup at all. We're going to go ahead and mix that together, and then we're going to add in about half a cup of shredded carrots. Now, I just go ahead and buy mine shredded from the store. I buy the organic shredded carrots, but you could absolutely shred your own. And we are going to mix that up. Now, here's a couple of optional add-ins. You could add in coconut flakes. You could add in chopped nuts. I'm going to add in some chopped pecans. You could add raisins. Just think about your favorite carrot cake and what it had in it. Maybe it had chopped dates. You could add that as well. We're just going to stir this, and you want to refrigerate it, let it chill, because that coconut cream will solidify again just slightly, and that's how this becomes more dip-like, a little bit thicker consistency. I like to use apples to dip, or pretzel sticks, or cinnamon sugar tortilla chips. They are delicious. I have a recipe at intentionallyeat.com where you can make your own homemade cinnamon tortilla chips. Delish. This is what biblical eating really looks like. Not fear, not obsession, not punishment. It's eating from peace. It's learning to align your choices with the truth of who God says you are. Because if your identity is rooted in the struggle, you'll keep repeating the struggle. If you keep saying, this is just who I am, your mind will agree with that story. But that is a disagreement with the Word. The Word says you are an overcomer. You are a new creation, set free, called to walk in power. If your identity is rooted in the struggle, you'll keep it instead of breaking it. But you are not called to stay stuck. You are an overcomer, and freedom is possible. This is speaking to you, and you're tired of the cycle of overeating, guilt, and starting over. This is exactly what I help women walk through in coaching. We work on simple plant-based strategies. But even more importantly, we renew the mind and break the strongholds and false beliefs. Because food freedom starts in the mind before it ever shows up on the plate. Check the coaching link below if that sounds like something you're interested in.